Good morning, everybody. Welcome. It's Tuesday, and we have a great workout planned for you. It's so early in my world. All right, let's go see what you need today. We're going to do some strict pulling today. So if you have a pull-up bar, that's preferred. If not, a pair of rings. If you don't have either of those in your world, then if you can use a barbell over two chairs, a chair or a table to pull yourself up to, or even a dumbbell or kettlebell if needed to row on each side. For our workout today, we are going to do some running. 400 meters is the prescribed distance. If you're level 1, it's going to be 300. You also need a kettlebell or dumbbell for snatches today. So I've got like the levels listed here. 55, 35, level 2, 35, 20, level 1, and then a barbell for overhead squats. Now you can use your kettlebell or dumbbell for an overhead squat if you don't have a barbell, but if you do, 95, 65 for level 2 athletes and 55, 35 for our level 1 athletes. That is what you need for today. Warm up, we're going to start with some leg swings, some air squats, and then turn on a clock and let you guys grapevine, high knees, butt kickers, and walking lunges for about 30 seconds each. Then we're going to continue to stretch with some grass grabbers, pendulum swings, and the table stretch for the front of the shoulders. Walking over to our program today, as I said, we are doing strict pulling strength today. You will complete 5 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions. That first set should be a set of 12. And then we're going to work down from there based on your strength, right? So we're going to spend about 15 minutes doing this, taking breaks in between the sets. And then here is our workout for today. It is 3 rounds for time of a 400-meter run, 21 kettlebell or dumbbell snatches, and 12 overhead squats. If you've got an overhead squat's not a good option for you, you can do a front squat. If it's raining, you can do a rowing alternative, biking alternative. It'd be 500-meter row or 0.6 miles on the bike. Okay, that's what we've got for today. So let's go ahead and dive into our warm-up. Give me a moment here. We're going to start with those leg swings. So go ahead and find yourself a spot that you can hold on to. And I just want you to swing that leg nice and big. You've already done them, you don't have to. If you've already done them, you don't have to. Row an 8 on each side. After you've done 8, let's go ahead and do some side leg swings. So that leg's coming across the body. And go ahead and switch legs. From here, we're going to do 8 air squats. Keeping those heels down, chest high. All right, from here, I'm going to put a clock on. I want you to spend about 30 seconds doing grapevine. If you're not familiar with that grapevine movement, it's just a side front, side back, side front, side back. Just like this, going side to side. Okay, from here, high knees. And you can go fast if you want. I'm just going slow this morning. And from here, we're going to switch to butt kickers. So pull that heel in tight, stand tall. And then walking lunges, 30 seconds of walking lunges. Okay, go ahead and shake it out. We're going to do some grass grabbers here. Two more. Go ahead and cross your hands over. Just want you to swing side to side. Let yourself lengthen toward the floor. And if you want to reach down, you can. And then we're going to have a seat on the floor for that table stretch. So if you can, point your fingers towards your heels. If you can't, turn them out to the side, or you can turn them behind you. We're going to plant the feet, lift the hips. Ooh, I feel it today. Look into the ceiling. If you want to shift side to side, you can. Breathe and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so that's a general warm up. If you need to do some other exercises just to get yourself warmed up, by all means do that. We are going to shift into our strength piece for today, those 5 sets of 12. I'm going to put on a 15-minute clock in just a moment, and you're going to take your time. Remember, we're doing strict pull, so that means no kipping. You're reaching that chest toward whatever that is. So here, reaching that chin over the bar, using a band if need be, just weighted, or excuse me, body weight. Or if you're really strong, you can add a little weight around your waist. Okay, so for the first set, you need to be able to complete 12 reps. And then after that, it's just diminishing returns as you get tired. You were warmed up? You ready? Well, it's muggy. Okay, we're gonna start that 15-minute clock. Remember, you should feel those shoulder blades squeeze tight. Come on, Scott. How many did you get? Huh? We don't have a second green, do we? What do you have? Okay, you need a purple then. Because I'd like for you to get closer to 12. Have you done 12 yet? Yeah, that first set should be 12. So try the purple. Let's see how that does, how that works for you. See if you can get another set of 6 since you haven't gotten 12 yet. Yeah. Oh, good for her. How many was that? Okay. Sure. Otherwise, I'll forget. Yes. She learned how to do what? Oh, okay, cool. Good for her. All right, we've got about 5 minutes left in our skill session. So you should have 1 or 2 sets left. If you've already done a bunch, I'm gonna venture to say that you went too easy on yourself. You should be happy to have a couple minutes of rest. So if you fit in that category, then you want to take it down a notch so that you have to work harder. Walk forward a little bit more with your rings, take off a band or on your pull-up rig, maybe a heavier kettlebell or barbell, and then do it again. Do 1 or 2 more sets, and that way you can really get the strength training that we're looking for this segment. What's it, Scott? Last set there? Last set there? How many reps total? Can you count them up for me? $35? Do one more set then. And then you'll want to start warming up for the overhead squat. So start with a PVC pipe if need be, and then empty bar, and then up to your weight that you're gonna use for today's workout. And I'll say the same to those of you at home. If you are wrapping up your strict pulling, which you should be, we want to get warmed up for the overhead squat. So PVC, if you need to, take it over your head. Remember, we're going to hold that bar over nice and strong, meaning those elbows are locked out, your shoulders are engaged, you're pushing up against the bar. See how my elbows are bent? And then now they're locked out. Locked out is what you want. And then bracing that core here, right? So that you're not loosey-goosey when you go down. You're going to initiate with your hips, not with your knees. If you start with your knees, you're going to get stuck. You need to initiate with your hips so that you can get that full depth here. Shoot those arms toward the ceiling and press those heels into the floor. So if you need some little weights, some little plate weights to elevate or to put underneath your heels, do that. Nothing wrong with that. Helps us maintain contact with the floor, right? And be able to push through our heels. You do really want that. The more you get tired, the more that bar is going to come forward and you're going to lose your balance. You've got to use your back to squeeze. Those shoulder blades squeeze to hold that bar in place. The other tip that I have for you is just to find something to focus on, something that you can look at and maintain your gaze at, and that'll help you stay balanced when you're in the middle of these. All right, so wrapping up, make sure to write out your total number of reps for the 5 sets that you did, or maybe a 6th set, and then we're gonna warm up for the overhead squat today, okay? Looks like Scott here is done, and he's gonna be doing the same thing. The whole rainbow. The whole rainbow. All right, so what can I add to that? All right, so we're getting pretty close on our end here. Hopefully you are too, warmed up with that overhead squat. And then also, I know I didn't say this earlier, but the kettlebell or dumbbell snatch. So you wanna practice a few of those before we dive into this workout. If you're familiar with benchmark workouts in CrossFit, this workout seems very similar to Helen. Helen is 3 rounds per time, just like this one. Helen starts with a 400-meter run, so does this one, and then has 21 kettlebell swings and 12 pull-ups. Well, this is similar. We got 21 kettlebell snatches, and then I don't know if the pull-ups and the overhead squats are really that comparable, but the rep scheme is, so you're gonna do for today's workout, 3 rounds per time, 400-meter run to start with, quarter mile, 21 kettlebell snatches or dumbbell snatches. You are gonna alternate those. And then lastly, 12 overhead squats. Keep in mind, if you don't have a great front rack or overhead position, this is not a good move for you based on injuries that you may have. You can hold that barbell at your front rack or at the shoulder position and squat with it there. As soon as Scott's ready, we're gonna get it started. I'm gonna give you 20 minutes to get through this workout. So there's a 20-minute cap today. Obviously, if you get done sooner, you're done. And you can write your time down, see the clock, and know that you have completed today's workout. All right, but it's gonna start with that run. So if you need to, go to the bathroom, do any extra practice reps you need to, and then we're gonna get started. Scott, you ready? All right, starts with that 400-meter run. Yeah. You have to use, There you go. All right, here we go. 2, 1, begin. Good, Scott. All right, good job. Round one done for you. Keep moving, you guys. Get into that second round if you're not already there. Seven minutes in. Come on, you guys. Come on, Scott. Good, Scott. Come on, 2 more. There it is. Good. All right, last round. All right, so we've got just under 12 minutes here. That clock is counting up. Keep using that high elbow and punch for the snatches, right? And then keeping that core as tight as you can. I know you got to breathe. That's the hard part. Trying to breathe and do the overhead squats. So just keep working. We're getting there. Come on, stats. Come on, we're almost there. Come on, 12 when you're finished. That's all right, shake it off, you're almost there. Brace real tight in the back. Butt first, there you go. Good, just try to keep moving. There you go. You got this, 6 more. First one didn't count. Come on, you're almost there. And done. All right, Scott is through here at the gym at 17:38. If you are still working, keep working. You still have time. "90 seconds to that time cap. Come on, you can do it. We're into that last minute here. Keep moving. Thirty seconds. Last 15. Come on. We're getting close. Last 5 and 3, 2, 1. All right, that is it. Good job, everybody. All right, you're catching your breath and recovering a little bit. Check that out, we're done in the hour. Oh, reach and reach. Easy, easy clap. And then big arm circles to stretch. And then just twist. Flat back. Press the chest toward the floor. Hands on the thighs, round and hold. Stretch your back. And then lengthen to the floor. Stretch the legs, look through the legs. And then slowly roll up. Find something to put your heel on. Lean forward to stretch the hamstrings. And switch legs. And go ahead and release. All right, you guys, that is our workout for today. Hopefully you got a good one. We will see you back here next time. Don't forget, post your results. When we post it in the Facebook group, we would love to hear how things went today. Maybe. There it goes.